Hi all, welcome to Daily Report. My name is Mahesh and I'm co-founder and CEO of OVTLYR. Every day I look into broader market stocks. If there are any opportunities, I share my opinion with you. So let's get started. Before little bit about OVTLYR. What we have built is a place where you can get how data around how investors are reacting to changing market conditions, news, price movements, economy, etc. And we showcase how much or how less they are fearful or greedy, and we provide that numerical and a chart view for all of our data, which you can use to perform your due diligence, make better decisions when you're trading stocks. So let's get started with our market and sector analysis. I'll also look into some of the news, what's happening in the market, and we'll look into some of the opportunities that I'm seeing within the outlier dashboard today. Okay, let's get started. So I usually start my day with looking at news if there are any red flags or anything that's happening in the market. So if you have watched my video from yesterday, I was talking about how oil is falling from last couple of days, which is in fact right now it's somewhere around $70 and 59 cents. It actually reached around 76 $77 last week. Some development about war, you always see the oil always shoots up, which impacts in a way your inflation numbers, of course, which has a direct correlation, in my opinion. And while Fed is cutting the rate, you need to keep an eye on how oil is doing, because it has an impact on overall number, how much rate cut they will do. Another kind of big news today. I mean, I see that Amazon is getting into nuclear reactors. I see financial sector is doing good, and that has been one of my key sector of interest from last week. If you have watched my previous daily reports, I have been talking about financial sector from mid of last week, and it has been doing pretty good since then. And there is a very easy way to find out which sectors are gonna start doing better, which stocks within that sector, and that is all that information is available within Outlier dashboard, which is easy to understand, easy to digest. Uh, Again, nothing major that stands out. Pretty much same old news which I have been seeing from past few days. So let's get over to our Outlier dashboard. So first thing I look when I am making my daily um, you know uh, assumptions, or how the market will react. I look into daily activities, news, etc. First thing I look into is market breadth, and I specifically pulled financials right now, which again I have been following on from last few days already. The sector is already moving up. I mean, if you can see, there are two charts here. The first chart, when it is going down, try, like for example, right here, when it is going down, try to avoid getting into any long positions within that sector, because in again, in my opinion, and historically what I have seen, when the whole sector is moving down, and if you're trying to go long on a stock for that sector, I mean, usually it's a wise thing to wait when sector start moving in the other direction. And the biggest question is, how do you know when a sector is in that downtrend, right? And when it's gonna recover, it's gonna start moving in the other direction. So that is where this market breadth indicators help, because you can select any sector and you can see which direction that sector is going. And as you can see from this data right here, from around October 9th, 10th, it started moving in a upper direction. Means this indicator right here, this green indicator, it flattened out, it started moving up, which tells me that whole sector is started moving up. And the same thing here, number of stocks in uptrend within that sector need to go up, and number of stocks in downtrend need to go down for me to basically think that a sector is going to start going up. So which is kind of in line with what I'm seeing in within this sector. And if I go to my watch list, right? So watch list is something that are daily, they gets updated daily. You have a bull list, you have bear list. Daily our algorithm looks into around 2000 plus stocks and ETFs and finds those good opportunities and showcase every day here what are some of the hot opportunities that you will see for the day. And again, in my opinion, if you are trying to look into this data, look into the market breadth data as well in conjunction with it, because it really, really helps. For example, market breadth is going up for the financial sector, right? And I expand this view, and let's say I just want to look at the stocks within the financial sector. So what I do, I just filter it by financials. Okay, so you have a lot of stocks that came into today from this sector. I mean, I'm just going to pick up top few, just start looking at how they're doing. Again, this is the exercise that I do in the morning before market open if I have to trade that day, right? So APAM, APAM, let's just see how this stock did today. APAM up 2.19%. Awesome. So again, watch list is so good. You have daily opportunity, bull and bear list, and you combine with that sector, you'll find really, really good opportunities. And of course, one thing I make sure that whenever if I am gonna look into this opportunity, I'm not gonna simply I'm gonna look in market breadth. I'm gonna look into whether it appears in this list or not. The next thing I'm gonna look into is I'm gonna click on this stock right here, and what I'm going to see is we have two major indicators. One is price trajectory oscillator, which tells me which direction that stock is headed in the near future, that prices, whether it's going up, it's going down. And the second one is heat map. I want to make sure that heat map values are going up. When I say going up, I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a second. For example, this stock right here. So if I just scroll it here, so you see that this is the blue line right here. It's price trajectory oscillator. It has changed direction. It started going up. That's when the buy signal came. So which is good. I want to make sure that again, I don't want to buy something when it's kind of falling down. So this is started going up. Plus, I'm going to look into the heat map values. So it's divided into two values, green and red. Greens means greed, when investor greed is increasing. I mean, if you think logically, when investors greed start increasing, I mean, it helps push the prices up, and you want to see that. So for example, right here, the value of heat map is around, on October, the G4, G5, G7. So right now it's around G7. So you want to look at these values where you want to make sure that it's going up for this stock, which is good. So it was a good opportunity, and which kind of you are seeing, it's up 2.19%. And again, this is the data that's get updated before market open. So these are not like, these are the opportunities that you will see before market open. So APAM is one. Let's look into a few other stocks which came in our bull bear list. So I'll select watch list. This You looked into this, and same thing with other stocks as well. Let's expand this one. So the next one is BK, which is Bank of New York. Uh, the process is same. You're gonna look into market breadth. That's what I look into. I look into the heat map values. I look into oscillator. I want to make sure that oscillator is moving up, so I'm getting into the right time. Of course, I look into news as well, if there is any, like, bad news. So right now, I mean, if you check the news, there's a very good, nice news about overall financial sector, which works in our favor. So let's look into BK, how it did today. And these are, just BK, 1.31% up, which is great. Next one, CBOE. CBOE. It's up 0.89%. Next one, CUBI, which is Customers Bank Corp. CUBI, how it did, up almost 1% today. EVR, which, what is it? It's Evercore Inc. And I'm assuming this is EVR is also financial sector. Yes. EVR. It's up. It's getting closer to 1%, which is good. Next one, SCF, First Commonwealth Financial Corp. FCF, up 1.85% today. So, I mean, again, this is like giving you a cheat sheet, in my opinion. The data is so good that once you get used to the platform, it becomes so easy to identify these opportunities and with high confidence. Uh, it doesn't mean that you won't get sometimes bad picks as well, which always happen. It's not 100% true. But if you combine other data points, like your market, how the market is moving, how the sector is moving, combined with some of these opportunities, some of the other external factors, I think you can increase your win rates by a lot. I mean, again, just like yesterday, I was going over this list. The other factors are kind of in line with what I'm seeing, and pretty much everything that I'm seeing here, it's kind of in a good upward path. So yeah, I mean, again, if you are looking for how to identify good opportunities, good stocks to trade, this is my way of doing it. I and Chris has his own way of doing it. But what I look into is a broader market, look at market breadth. I want to make sure that sector is kind of in line. It's also going up if I'm going long, right? Look into the stock, look into the heat map data, oscillator data, things like that before making that decision. And it works. In the probability of the win rates has increased after using this platform. We have many users who use this platform day to day, and they are seeing much better results. So let's, if there is any other stock we want to look in, we can look into it, but the list is huge. So let's uh, come back to see if we need to cover anything. We talked about market sectors. We talked about some of the opportunities that I'm seeing, I look into every day. So that's it for today. If you guys want to grab annual pass, it's just for 329 right now. We have a major update coming very soon in few weeks. Uh, and just to give you sneak peek of what you will look, this is kind of just look and feel. What we are doing is we are creating this unified dashboard. So right now you have all these data points in on different pages, different, you have to click and look at it. What we are creating a unified dashboard where you can actually look into all of our data at one place. We're adding few things, like for example, news. And again, this is just a design that I'm sharing with you. The update will be available in next 2 weeks. You will see any hot news or any breaking news about that stock or the sector, so that you don't have to look somewhere else. You will also see ratings. You will see all the bull and bear list right away on this unified dashboard, and you can click on the stock, see the data for that. It becomes very easy for you to analyze going forward after this update. So if you have any questions, suggestions, you can always tell me in our Discord channel, and or you can reach out to me and let me know. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow, and have a good rest of the day. Thank you for joining.